President Obama visited Pensacola, Florida.
And Fox 5's George Franco is there tonight where people are praying for a solution to the spill. George?
Russ and Amanda, before the president gave his speech in the Pensacola beach area tonight, they offered up prayers to give guidance to the president to help solve this crisis in the Gulf. The very same thing happened on this beach tonight.
Thank you, Lord, today. We thank you, Lord, that our president has even graced our beach today, Lord.
As the sun started setting on Pensacola Beach, prayers were offered by members of a couple of area churches for the injured Gulf Coast.
Now we've just decided to come and ask God to intervene in this situation, that He would give our leaders insight, that He would give them thoughts, creative thoughts, to resolve this crisis in the Gulf.
Crisis in the Gulf nearly 2 months running, with a commitment from the president to pull all stops to stop the gusher.
So I want the people of this region to know that my administration is going to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to deal with this disaster.
The president toured the beach, which has seen sporadic tar balls in the last week and a half, but remained open. Still, a sheen was spotted a mile offshore. When do you think things will return to normal?
Well, that depends on many things, and the main thing it depends on is when will we tap that well.
Giving this group more reason for prayer, for a coast under the looming threat of more oil coming to shore, and for the people whose lives have been affected by the worst man-made disaster in U.S. history.
And we're seeing families all along the Gulf Coast that are very adversely affected by this crisis. And they're real families with real issues. And we're trying to support them and encourage them.
At last check, about 1% of this beach was covered or received some tar balls today. Local residents are hoping it doesn't get any worse. Live tonight in Pensacola Beach, Florida, I'm George Franco, Fox 5 News.
We join them in that hope. George, thanks. Now, how are people on the Gulf Coast coping tonight and reacting to the president's speech? We have a live interview with two men coming up to answer our questions, including a restaurant owner who visited with the president earlier today at his sandwich shop, and a man who owns a large bait and tackle business who knows how fishermen there are coping.